What's up, dude? Hey. Doing the deliding today. I guess that's why you're here, nothing. What we're gonna do is run a couple benchmarks, check out some temperatures before the deliding, and then after. So let's get my temps up for y'all to see. And we'll run some CPU benchmarks and see what our temps look like before and after. Hey, good morning. Yes. Hello. I'll help you with your stuff after this. Probably going to take about 45 minutes. Stick around, you might learn something. Alright. So we'll move this guy over there. Whoa, that's way too big. What? Cam software sucks. It won't let me resize the window. You can't resize the window? Okay, whatever. So, since I can't see shit on this screen, let me log in over here. That's just Cam. It comes with a, I didn't do a custom loop on this build. I just bought a all-in-one. It's the Kraken X61, 62. I've done like 3 custom loops and they're fucking great. I just didn't have the energy or desire to do it again. So maybe my next build I'll do a custom loop again, but this one, no. Let's see here. That's GPU, CPU. Okay. So this is the CPU temp, and these are my GPU temps. Doesn't particularly matter there. Let me see if I can just make it the CPU. Nope. Can't. Damn. Okay. So we're working with 32 degrees. Idle. Just sitting there. Let me let it sit for a minute. Warm up. And then we will run some benchmarks. You end up winning last night with what's his face with Chaz. Charles Chaz. Same thing. We didn't even play. Should have kept playing duos, dude. Did I miss the deliding? No, you have not. We haven't even started. I just have my temps up and I'm about to run prime 95. Let's see what we get before and after. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're starting prime 95. It's on this other window here. We'll let it run for about 5 minutes and see what we get on our temps there. Then I'll show y'all all my deliding stuff. Got the Rocket 99, not the 88. I think they changed the name for the X series CPUs because it's a different socket. The cooler I'm using, if you're wondering, is just a Kraken X62. Just a plain AIO, nothing special. My other systems have custom loops, but I just got tired of building custom loops, so this new build is just plain old off-the-shelf water cooler. Nothing special. Have you delid your CPU, apps Twitch? Yeah, this will be my second CPU deliding. I did a 6700K that's on my old water-cooled build. I only used normal thermal compound. This time I got the liquid metal, which I don't have out. Let me grab that real quick. Give me just a second. No, he didn't. And this is live. People can hear you. This is live. People can hear you. Sorry, that was my wife. I'm getting the other thermal compound. Alrighty. This is the thermal compound. LiquidUltra from Coollaboratory. I'm actually using it on the heat spreader now, just between that and the water block, but I actually want to use it on the die, so we're going to open this sucker up today. Hey everyone. I'm getting up there, 60s. 100% load. 64. I'm gonna let it run another minute. Then I should let it run another couple minutes. I'm hoping for a 5 to 7 degrees drop Celsius on the deliding. The thermal compound Intel uses is garbage. When I took my 6700K off, it was barely spread over the whole die, their material. So, and I did get a noticeable drop. I went from about 34C on that water-cooled build to 29, so 5 degrees there. And I know they haven't done any better on the X series CPUs, so If I get 5 degrees, I'll be happy, but I really want to get a little more than that. Damn, look at that, 72. We'll let it keep running. And because of this case, their cable management bar, I'm using a NZXT 340 Elite. Before I use in my other build is an N1 303. There's way more room, no cable bar management in the way, and so I can do a proper push-pull configuration. This one's like a half push-pull. The front is push, the whole thing's push, but I only have room to mount the bottom fan for pull. The top fan is blocked by a cable management bar. I've tried to find a super slim. It was built as like 8mm, super slim fan. There's not enough room to slide that between the cable bar and the radiator, which really sucks. So I might end up just taking the cable management bar out, seeing some cables. We'll let this keep running. Get some good temps on there. $80. Damn. That's ridiculously hot. On my old system, when I'd run Prime 95, like I would get 70s. That was on a full custom block. I had a full block on the motherboard, and a full block on the GPU as well. Not just a CPU block, but the actual motherboard block from EK. Yeah, it is. 81. Jeez. We're gonna let it run one more minute. And this is with the pump going full blast, fans full blast. If my wife barges in again, I'm sorry, she's just waking up. She's not a morning person at all. Let's say that. That's why she came in and turned off my light. Don't know what that means, but whatever. Yeah, we'll just go a full 10 minutes, 2 more minutes. Oh, dude, on air this thing would fucking be toast. I can't even imagine being in the hundreds. Yeah. Matter of fact, this board, the X299, I didn't even have to replace the back plate for the cooler. They already had the mount in there, so I guess they expect you to use AIOs at least on the X series CPUs, which I built 2 months ago, and I'm fucking pissed because if I had just waited, I would have built the new i5-8400, which almost blows this processor out of the water. Well, it does compared as far as prices go. I mean, the motherboard I bought was $300 some odd, and the processor was $300. I could have got the same performance for half the price. And the old deliding kit I had would have worked on it because it's the same socket, but not the same chipset. Damn, temps just dropped. What the fuck? Blow my CPU up. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. Let's stop Prime 95 here. So I think the peak was 82 degrees. That was pretty freaking ridiculous. So now I'm going to shut this thing down, change up my webcam real quick, get my workspace ready, and we'll start the deliding. No, I didn't stop the test to make it drop. I did stop the test now, though. Prime 95 is stopped. Now it's dropping even more. Actually, I might have had Prime 95. Let me see here. Maybe it did automatically stop. Because that was a significant drop. That was like 20 some odd degrees. I just noticed it was running in the system tray, so that must have been some kind of stop from Prime 95. Because now it's approaching almost normal temperatures. And zero load, almost 6%. And the clock speed's going way down. Alright, well, I need to put something on that screen. I'm going to do the big webcam so you can see my beautiful face while I turn off this other PC. Alright. It might have actually done that. I'll have to go back and look at the settings I had. I just ran the default test. It could have been something like that, but the highest temp I did see on there was 82 Celsius. So, yeah, that's crazy hot. All right, let me take my other computer apart here real quick. And, well, don't have to take it apart. I just got to take the CPU out. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Take too long. Alright, I'm going to pull the CPU out now. Let me get this closer so y'all can hear. Let me pull that out, and then I'll get the camera set up so y'all can see the deliding. I know my chair is exciting. It's an exciting view. Best screwdriver. Love this thing. Exceptional view. Yes, I know. It's not that seeing me unscrew a all-in-one cooler is exciting, so literally just going to take me another 1 minute tops. Alright. Yep. Those are off. Actually, I'll show you the inside of my case here in just a sec. I don't know if y'all can hear me if I need to turn up my mic. Yeah, the wings keep me from falling out for sure. I do love that chair. They're one of our sponsors for the LAN party that we do. But you know, I was thinking of getting a DX Racer or any kind of, you know, gaming chair, because I was just using some piece of shit chair, not even an office chair. It's just a chair. And what I like about this is it's like super thin, and it's just a metal frame, but it's all padded, all this, and I don't know, it feels great. I'm pretty sure anything going from just a regular wooden chair to this, you know, of course it's going to feel great. So, all right, let me show you the inside of the case real quick. If my webcam will reach, shit. My webcam won't reach because I have all my cables routed this way and tied down, so I'll loosen them up after the delidding so y'all can see the case. Alright, out comes the CPU. Alrighty. Wish I had somewhere better to put that. I'm back with the CPU. Already used liquid metal before this LiquidUltra to do the IHS and the water block. And it seems to drop the temps a little bit, not too much there, but between the dye and the heat spreader is where you're going to get your real cooling performance. So let me move y'all. I'm going to go on a trip here. Let's see here. If I can see this here. Ha! Perfect. Well, I'm not going to say perfect, but fuck it. It's good enough. So some of the things we're going to need are, where is this camera? We're going to need some masking tape to tape off your CPU die once it's delidded to apply the liquid metal. This is part of the kit, the Rocket 8899 from Rocket Cool. This is the delidding kit itself. They recommend to use this brand super glue to reattach the heat spreader. Some people have had issues getting the glue on the die. I'm assuming that's because they're retarded. You don't put glue on the die, put it on the heat spreader, probably in the corners, or just a little bit, not a ton. Any kind of razor blade, X-Acto knife. Coollaboratory's LiquidUltra. And yeah, of course, 7740K. Let me go get a paper towel. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. One thing I haven't got yet is my cleaning compound. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, now I'm back. This is the stuff I would use thermal paste remover. And this is a surface prep. I guess I should move the mic next to my mouth so y'all can hear. The other is a surface prep type material or liquid. So let's. Can y'all hear my dog? He's retarded. He barks at everything. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's something to bark at, he's gonna bark at it. Okie dokie. So first thing we got to do is get the dye off. So we're gonna put together this delitter. Pop that bad boy out. The X-Acto knife is to remove the gasket gunk that Intel uses to put their heat spreaders down. I've used the gasket material before, but apparently people get better results using the super glue to keep the heat spreader in place. I don't know if that directly relates to better temperatures or not, but we'll see. So on the Rocket Cool, this is the base of the device. You have a indicator which way to put the CPU, just like your Intel CPU here. You got the arrow, so you want to line them up the same way, just like that. I'm going to move everything over this way so y'all can see better. Let me move all this stuff over here. Don't need that anymore. I bought my wife breakfast tacos, so that should buy us some time from her griping at us. Alright. Cool. Now, you're going to want to take the top, screw out the little pin here, make sure it's loose. So this part is what actually pushes off the heat spreader. You don't want to really, there we go, line that up. You're going to take these 3 screws here. You're just going to finger tighten them. Don't want to get it too tight, just finger tight. That's good. Alright, they're all finger tight. Next thing we're going to do is going to take this hex key, and we're going to tighten this bolt until we hear a snap. So let's get the mic down here, see if y'all can hear the snap. Be a lot of pressure, then it'll just go loose like that. I'm going to take it out. now our heat spreader is gone. It's delidded. I'm going to save this pattern on the IHS so I can tape this off and apply liquid metal on both sides. So I'm going to, something I didn't think about, I already have liquid metal on the top here and I don't want to reapply that. I might paint over it again, but I don't want to put it this way or this way, so I need to figure out something to hold this real quick. Yeah, here we go. There, that works. Don't want the thermal paste to rub off. So, yeah, as you can see, I mean, there's a couple places where you can see that there's not real good, there's some bare dye, like right in the middle. Let's see here if it'll focus. Come on, camera, focus. It's not focusing. I mean, it's not so bad. They did much better than the 6700K I had. Alright, so we can scratch this off. That's why I got this thing. I don't really want to. They say use your fingernail. Just be super careful with this. And you don't have to get it perfect. But like the big chunks, the lips, you kind of want to get those smoothed out. You don't want to scrape over there though. That I'll just do with my finger. Better view. He's outside. I heard him barking, babe. Yeah. People can hear you though. Love you. I'm doing a little tech thing, babe. No video games today. Tech things. You can see my beautiful gut now. Yeah. There you go. That's better. Supposedly, this cleaner is good to use on this thermal paste, or this gasket grease. And I don't like to put it on there. I just put it on the die itself. That side's nice and smoothed out. You don't want to put any kind of pressure on the die with this. You don't want to slice it, cut into it, scratch it. Have I delit it one again after using super glue? No, this is the first time I've used super glue. Before, I've used gasket grease, or the same type of material, this black silicone. You can get it at an auto store, Home Depot, Amazon. I actually have a tube of it still, but I wanted to try super glue this time because I heard people had better results as far as gluing the heat spreader back and having better contact between the heat spreader and the die, because there is some play with this thermal paste because it's a rubbery material. I've heard it's also a little easier to, you know, because it glues quicker, you know, get the heat spreader on there in place and not really have so much play with the gasket here, because this takes a while to dry. Like, I would have to put it in the relidding kit and let it sit for quite a bit of time just to be confident that the heat spreader was on there good. I'm going to scratch that with my finger. Alright, I think there's one more little bit over here. Alright, now I'm going to scratch the rest of them out. See all the little shavings from the silicone. I just don't want to mess with these contacts that are here, these small contacts on the side. It's be a dead CPU if we screw something up. Better reason for me to get an i5 8400. Have my wife yell at me. Yeah, it's gonna go in like this. Let's see. Come on. Just do it this way. Be real careful. There we go. Like Bob Ross. I'm going to put a little happy tree right over here next to these pins. There we go. True story, when I was a little kid I used to watch Bob Ross all the time. And I tried to follow along with him, do a painting. Mine looked like a turd. So it's not as easy as he makes it out to be on his TV show. God rest his soul, though. Good guy. Oh, I didn't like that. Fuck me. Hard to angle this where I can see and the camera can see, sorry. Looking good. There's no big chunks left, really. Maybe right here a little more. I'm going to do is I'm going to do the four corners. Someone recommended on forums. I'm going to super glue those four corners, so I'm going to make sure those are definitely the cleanest spot there. Yeah, you will. I think his son has a painting show now. I don't know if it's on PBS or what it's on, but I haven't seen it. Just fingernail the rest of this here. There we go. Yeah, I think we're just going to fingernail the rest of this all the way around. Why not? Here you might as well get it all off. Alright. Just worried about scratching next to these sides with the contacts. I'm gonna not scratch there. At least not yet. I mean, if I do it all the way around, I gotta get it all the way off. That way the surface is level. Apps, Twitch, what do you usually watch? Are you a talk show watcher, game watcher, a little everything? I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my channel. Might do like a weekly tech kind of talk show with one of my friends named Justin. He has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of gaming on it, but he does some tech stuff too. He does a lot of car videos as well. He's a gearhead. He has a souped up like 94 Acura something or another. But he also does lots of gaming, lots of tech stuff too. Come on, stay in there. I'm just rubbing right here next to these contacts. I'm not actually using my nail. I don't want to scratch those guys. Alright, let's see here. Not so bad. Most of it's off. I'm gonna work on this other side here. Yeah, there is. I mean, Twitch was, I can't say it was necessarily, well, Justin TV was pretty much gaming, yeah. But yeah, all this other stuff they're starting to do on Twitch is pretty awesome. I actually, my guilty pleasure was watching Hood Slam on here. It was like really bad, crappy wrestling. But all of a sudden, all they started to do is stream games. They started as a goofy wrestling, like not backyard wrestling. I mean, they were actually in venues, but it was really just over the top cheesy stuff. It was kind of funny to watch while gaming. And now they've just done a bunch of kind of like let's play stuff, and I was like, no thank you. Kind of like bait and switch. Can't start your channel being one thing, and then completely switch it up. All right, that's pretty damn good. Let's see here. Grab a paper towel. I'm just gonna use a dab of this stuff. That's more than enough. There we go. Looking pretty. We're almost there. Go ahead and clean the dye off. That's more than too much shit. Should have got some Q-tips. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if they ever do it again, they were actually, the only reason I found them, they were on the main page, and they only had like 40 viewers, and I don't know, they were, I guess they just put them on there because they were different, but man, their channel was pretty fucking hilarious. It's called Hood Slam, and they still advertise it as a wrestling channel. I mean, I haven't watched like wrestling since I was a kid, like Hulk Hogan, you know. But this, I don't know, caught my attention. It was just really funny. Alright, now we're going to put a drop of this surface preparer on here. Just a drop. Another little piece of paper towel. Boom. Now you're going to see something pretty. Here you go. Look at that. Need to fix that side a little bit. Clean it off. Do one more drop of thermal paste remover. the surface cleaner again one more time. The soul of the computer. So pretty. Alright, I'll get this cleaned up here. There we go. Now let's take a look at this thing. It looks pretty damn clean to me. I don't know, let's see. Come on, focus camera. Clean enough. Alright, we're going to pop this bad boy back in here and we're going to tape it down. And start putting on the liquid metal. LiquidUltra. Not necessarily liquid metal, but it is. It is, it isn't, I don't know. Maybe. This is plain old masking tape, nothing fancy. What you want to do is tape directly next to the die. You don't want to cover the die. You just want to be right next to it. Come on now. There we go. Perfect. There we go. It's not a good spot. Let's see here. Don't want any of the compound to get on the side of the processor. This you just want on the top. So you gotta really get the tape just right. Alrighty. One more piece of tape. There we go. Now we have our working surface all taped off. We're going to paint this bad boy. So each kit you get a little. This is to finish the surface of your TIM. This guy, you just rough it up a little bit, clean it off. You don't use that for your processor. They also give you a little alcohol pad for the top, but we don't need that because I've done that already. So we're just going to put a little dab on this guy right here. Come on, just a little bit. Come on. They're all gunked up in there. There we go. Just a little dab in the middle. Just a little. Come on. What the fuck? This kit is about a month old. I don't know why the plunger's not working. I mean, it's open. Let's see here. There we go. Just down. Come on. Just a dab. Come on off. You can do it. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Let you rest right there. Alright. Now it's fun time. This material doesn't actually dry. It stays pretty much like this the whole time. You don't want to put too much on it, and you don't want to put too little. Harold the Artist, that's right. My new channel, Painting Processors. Trademark the name, copyright, don't steal it. Painting Processors with Harold, little happy trees. I want to make sure it's nice and even, that there's no little bubbles. That looks pretty good. That was a pretty big dab. I might thin it out just a little bit more. Bubbles. All right. Oop. Now, got a nice good spread. Might redo right here some. Look like you could see a little bit of the dye. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna put this guy over here, and we're gonna do the heat spreader now. The IHS. So I think I'm boned on trying to keep this on there, because I have to clean all of this off. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really hold it and clean all of this. I do have another tube of this liquid metal somewhere, so it's not the end of the world if I have to set the top down. I'm going to try not to waste that other tube. This looks like Sharpie. Yeah, it's just a gasket material. Probably the same old gasket material you can get. I mean, I literally used automotive gasket material before, and it worked fine. I mean, like I said, I just wanted to try super glue this time because I heard it's easier and better. Trying not to stab myself here, guys. Let's clean this off first, and then I'll really get into cleaning that off. Put a couple of drops on this over here. Oh no, don't leak. Drop or two on there, or 3 or 4. There we go. Alright, now let's clean it. We're going to tape this off as well with the same rectangle pattern. Which we should still be able to see. Yeah, there it is. This liquid metal on the front's gonna get screwed. I'm gonna just have to redo it. Womp womp. Okay. Where's my tape? little hard to see the old pattern on here. Before I do this, I'm going to fix the top and clean it off. And unfortunately, I'll lose all that. So, da-da-da-da. It's unfortunate. Fucking fortunate. I don't know why I got tape on it. Paper towel. So what we're gonna have to do is let the CPU and the heat spreader dry, and then I'll have to redo the top here. Yeah. All right. Shit, you don't really want to touch that. There we go. Wait, one more time. Alrighty. Jesus. Alright, here we go. Just another little dab. A little dab will do ya. That's enough. Maybe a little more. That's more than enough now. Nice and shiny. Alrighty. So now the next step is to relid. Let that sit there for a second. Put the cap back on because we're going to use that for the rest of the heat spreader. Hopefully it's enough and I don't have to open the other tube. Should be enough. with the cool Rocket Cool stickers. That'll never stick on anything. This is the relidding kit. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take the tape off the CPU. We have our nice metal covered die there. Okay. Good. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's see here. I mean, let me see if this will focus. I'll let it set a second. There you go. 100% die coverage. It's going to be nice. Nice and cool. Now we're going to pull this guy off. There we go. We have our, man, that's shiny. There you go. So to relid, you attach this plastic mounting bracket, and then your IHS goes right in the middle. And now my IHS is stuck like a dummy. I put it on there, and the metal is now without super glue. Did I fuck it up? Am I gonna have to redo that one? No? Okay, good. Whew. Jesus. Let's see here. No, it looks fine. So this is the brand specifically, Rocket Cool. My stream is lagging a bit. How is it lagging? Like the video, the audio? Sorry. This is what they recommend. This gel control super glue from this Loctite. Might be your end. Sure, I'll agree with that assessment. It's probably your end. There we go. You squeeze on this one. Okay, super glue. How does this super glue work? The end looks open. Guess read the directions. twist. Yeah, twisted and squeeze. You gotta twist again. Oh, I guess you do. Oh, yeah, fuck, there it goes. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a dot. Just a little dot on each corner. Nothing crazy. Just a little dot. Just a happy little tree over here with those little happy little tree brothers. Now, you're supposed to put the lid on. Not like what I did 2 seconds ago. Then to apply pressure, you a little rocket ship, by the way, because it's rocket cool. You see what they did there? Rocket cool, rocket ship, her. Again, just these are finger tight, nothing crazy. Mic, audio, and a bit of video. Is it like laggy audio, like choppy? So you don't want to go too tight. Just thumb tight, enough to hold it in place. That's all you want. You don't want to go crazy. Now we're going to let this sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then take everything off, and then we're going to refinish the top heat spreader with the remaining thermal material. Does anyone want these stickers? Rocket cool? Because it's fucking rocket and cool. While that's drying, I am going to clean up a little bit of this mess. So I will be right back approximately 2-3 minutes, guys. Well, this sticker's fucked. It got super glue on it. Unless you want it with super glue. It's sticking to my finger. I'll leave it for you though. I know you like super glue stickers. Alright, be right back. Sponsored beverages though. It's about that time. This delidding is brought to you by sugar-free Red Bull. The best ever. Where's my money, Red Bull? This is worth at least $5. Alright, we're gonna let this sit just 1 or 2 more minutes. I have no idea where my fucking cell phone is. So if anyone's been trying to call me, sorry. That's not my cell phone. None of these are my cell phones. This is my job. I do cell phone testing. But that's neither here or there. Today is deliding. Yes, it is. The drink of delitters everywhere. I actually prefer Red Bull Zero, the zero carb, zero sugar Red Bull. I don't know the flavor of that particular drink I like compared to the other Red Bulls. But Red Bull won't give me any total zero because I don't know. They just won't. But for our events, they give us all kinds of sugar-free, regular, orange, green, blue, purple, everything, but not the zero one. That's fine. I mean, everyone loves their drinks at our events and all the other kinds. I think I'm just weird and like the sugar-free, zero-carb one. So maybe it's just me. You see that one trying to run away all the time? Don't need this anymore. Comes with a nice little pouch to put everything back in when you're done. I'm actually going to use this to clean the surface instead of wasting my good stuff. Alright. Let's see. That shouldn't be long enough. In the bag you go. So now we have a delitted, relitted i7 7740X. Last thing we need to do is clean the surface, put on some liquid metal, boot this up, and let's see what difference it made. Damn. I want to get that shit on your fucking fingers. That's rough. bad surface scratcher. Not really applying a lot of pressure here since I've already done this before and got it pretty clean. I don't want to get the surface all uneven. Just using it to get off that remaining clinky liquid metal stuff. This side is not used. Looks good. And we'll use a little number 2. Alrighty. We are almost there, boys. Almost ready for huge gains. Huge. Fucking gigantic. I'll put these guys back. Oh, fuck me. Oh, almost got all over my mouse pad. Pretty much done with that. This we're going to put more of a big glob since we have way more space to cover. Hoping we have enough because we're about out. Let's see. Time to paint. About every last drop we're going to get out of that tube. I think we have enough. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I use the AIO side will be clean. I have to clean it off. It still has a little liquid metal that attached to it, not much, but yeah, I'll clean that before I put it on with the same 1-2 liquid over there from Arctic. But yeah, the AIO side, I put nothing on. Just the heat spreader side. I think we might have it. I really don't want to open that other tube or look for it even. It's in my closet somewhere. Bad news, boys. Unless I can get another drop out of this tube here. I gotta go find the gotta go find me another. Oh, damn, magic. Look at that. Just might have saved the day. Let's see. Getting there. Got high hopes now that we're gonna get full coverage without opening that other tube. I mean, I wouldn't say. I just don't want to open it because it's not. I mean, they're like $20 a tube. I mean, for thermal paste or thermal compound, that's expensive. I just don't want to waste it. But if I have to, I have to. Oh, we are really fucking close. So does anyone play PUBG? That's my game of choice right now. And I get anywhere between 144 and 80 frames per second. My plan is to overclock the CPU at least 100 to 200 megahertz. See if that improves my performance. Maybe minimal, I'm going to do 100 megahertz overclock. Yeah, we did get full coverage with that tube. That's terrific. I'm just filling in all the little holes. first thing we're going to do is load up Prime 95 and see. If I remember correctly, 82 was the high. That was after about 9-10 minutes of running, so. $83, cool. Well, that's the number to beat. Full coverage. There we go. Fill in this little hole here. Alright, let's look at it from this side. Looking good. Looking really good. There. I'm happy with that. There. All right. Clean off the AIO side real quick. Give me some number 1. Copper nice and shiny. I don't know if y'all can hear me. The mic's that way and the computer's this way. Guess I could have set the computer up a little better. Or y'all could see that side. Looking good. Here's little number 2. All right. Here we go. We're putting the processor back in. Don't touch that. All right, give me a second, boys. Place. Lid's going down. Lid latch in place. back in. AIO is going on now. Going down, in place, going down. Oh shit. It's the sound of me dropping a screw on the motherboard. I'm gonna have to get that out. Give me a second, guys. Fuck you. There we go. Got it. Ha. Had to take a ram stick out to get that screw. Now I'm putting it back in. It's being a bitch. I can't get my fat fingers. There we go. All right. In. What's chat saying? 83. No one's saying anything. Good. Alright, we got one more screw to tighten, guys. Boom. Done. Lid back on. Yeah, we'll plug this bitch in and see the results. It'd be terrific if I can find my other two drop my case screws, tempered glass. Sound good? Good they go. Ah, boy. I'll find them in a minute. Almost done, guys. Plugging lost my Ethernet cord. Bear with me just a second. I gotta get behind my desk, guys. Give me a second here. Alright, I'm back. Let me box up all this junk and we'll switch the camera and get back to benchmarking. So give me about 2 minutes. There's the screws. Do I have a desk pad? Yes, I do. I use the Glorious PC Race. They can't say PC Master Race. Glorious PC Race. You can get it on Amazon or their website. It is the XXX motherfucking XL mouse pad. I don't know the exact dimensions, but at least 3.5 to 4 feet wide, probably 2.5 to 3 feet deep. So it's big and it's terrific. All right, you missed me? Haha. We're gonna boot this bad boy up in just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. My PC is booting. It's always a good sign. PC turning on. I'm still looking for my damn cell phone. I don't know where the hell I put it. PC is booted. Boom. I might have to go switch to a desk pad. I had a small mouse pad. Here, let me get my mic back where it's, let me set this all up again. So my Evolution mouse pads, I had a little metal rat pad from Hard OCP back in the CPL days when they were doing that. And that was the cool thing, to have a metal mouse pad. Still tiny, you know, like 12 inches, like that. And then I switched to, or it was a rat pad, it was a hard plastic pad, and that would eat your mouse feet. And then I switched to the metal pad, which was slightly bigger. And then I switched to like a, you know, a larger mouse pad that was just, you know, probably like 24 by 24. And then I got this thing. I haven't had many mouse pads over the year, but then once I got this, I'll never go back to a normal size mouse pad. This is terrific. All right, so here we are. We are back. Let's get Cam going. Where are you, Cam? There you are. All right, Cam's loading up. Let's look at some temperatures. Where are you at, Cam? There you are. Damn. So already, I mean, we're idling before about like, I mean, 28. I know we weren't idling at 28. So I'm going to guess just like 2 or 3 Celsius is what it's going to end up being. Not the 5 or 6 that I wanted, but we'll see. Let's let it idle for a second and see where we go to. But definitely a significant difference. I mean, for the amount of money and effort, if you're planning to overclock, even if you get 3 or 4 degrees Celsius, you know, 12 degrees Fahrenheit off the temp of your processor, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. And it looks like we're going between 28 and 30. And before it was between 30 and something else, maybe 30 and 30 watt idle. So, but nothing artificial says 83 max during the prime 95. So we're gonna let this guy sit just another minute at idle. So we'll start at 1041 and end at 1051 or 1050 with the prime 95. Sorry, I'm getting my webcam situated again. Situation. Is my stream laggy or mic bad? Nothing artificial. All right, it's 1:41. Here we go. Boom, running. Definitely off the bat cooler than initial. Before we were in the 50s, high 50s, like 50, 51. So that is 6 degrees difference right there. And this is using liquid metal between the die and the heat spreader, and the heat spreader and the water block. That's your prediction, 75C? I think you're probably right. It's going to be in the mid-70s. Now we're starting to warm up. I mean, out the gate we're in the 50s for sure. Not even warming up, we're just in the 50s when we started Prime 95. So it was a good, pretty good jump, around 4 or 5 for sure. I mean, that'd be pretty crazy if it was 75C, because we're talking about 8 degrees Celsius. That's the significant drop for just the thermal paste being replaced between the core and the heat spreader, which shows you how fucking shitty Intel is at doing that. I mean, something they can literally add $5 to the price of the CPU, put a better material, better process in there, charge people $5 more, and have a better product. I mean, come on. And with AMD putting out shit that actually doesn't suck, they should really look into that. I mean, it's a small thing they can do to improve their processors. And this is between all cores. They're staying pretty cool now, because I mean, that's why the temperatures in CAM cycling, you're seeing the temp on each cores. But I mean, fuck, that's pretty good still. Let me open up another monitor here. We are 3 minutes into the bench, and we still haven't... Oh, we just hit 50. So we're at the temperature now where we were starting Prime 95. I'm sure it can be. I mean, I don't know if they make a deliding kit. Debowers might make a deliding kit for that. I don't think Rocket Cool does. Let's see here. What socket is that? Is it 1150? I don't remember that processor. Let's see here. Let me look it up. That uses 1366. I don't know. Let me see if there's a delitter. I'm sure if you're overclocking, if you're trying to get more performance out of that processor and you want to overclock, if there's a process to delid that. There's a lapping process. Yeah, if you could find one, I guarantee you get a few degrees performance difference, and then allow for a better overclock if your chip is a good chip and will allow for, more overclocking. We still haven't even got to 70, and we're 6 minutes in, so we're barely going to hit 60 now. And nothing artificial. You're complaining about your computer overheating. Do something like this, you can drop the degrees. It's 1133 socket. Let's see here. Socket deliding kit. LGA 1366 socket B. Your best bet's gonna be deep hours. Cooling. He sells some stuff. Let's see here. Rocket 88 does 1150. Let's see here. I'm looking at rockets first. Products. They have 1150, 1151, 1155, and 2066. They don't make one for that. Let's see here. Accessories. All DeBowers has on his stuff is cryo cooling. I thought he sold his D-litter. Oh, yeah, D-mate 2. Let's see here. So he sells one, and it supports... What the fuck does it support? I don't need the process. He doesn't say what it supports in his product description. D-lid Dimate 2. You might do some Googling on that to see what it supports, but maybe, yeah, that might be your best bet, because I know he's way more into cooling than the Rocket guys. They started last year. They're kind of new. Selling their product maybe about a year and a half ago, but he's been around for a while. So yeah, check into him. Now look at this. We've been running for 8 minutes. We're at 49 right now. We haven't even got anywhere close to 70 yet. I haven't even been looking while I was Googling. I don't know if y'all were, but I mean, fuck me. If this right now it's looking like it caused double-digit temperature drop, which is ridiculous. Like, really fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's still running pegged 4.7 gigs. I mean, yeah, that's more than amazing. That's just a really bad process by Intel is what the issue is. Yeah, so it's 151 now, and I think we started at 141. So we've been running this just as long as we were before, and we didn't get anywhere near. I mean, Prime 95 is still running. Here it is. And nothing. What was the highest y'all seen? I saw we got close to 60. We'll let it run a couple more minutes. Fuck it. Let's see. And before, when I was doing the deliding, like I said, I was using the gasket material. I don't know if the super glue really helps that much. Everyone's swearing by super glue instead of using the gasket material. But I don't think the super glue made that much of a difference in this process. Maybe it did. I don't know. We'll let this run till 155. At that point, we're 14 minutes in. Yeah, it did. I mean, it looked like it had good coverage on the dye. Like, just a little bit there in the center, it looked like there was none, that it might have been squished out when they applied the heat spreader. But, I mean, I looked like I had really good coverage. Like, my 6700, when I pulled it off, had shit coverage. I mean, I don't have a crazy liquid cooler. I'm not using like a EK all-in-one or even a EK custom loop or any of those. It's just a Kraken X something, 62 or 52, 240 millimeter radiator. Not even full push-pull. It's just push and one fan pulling at the bottom of the radiator. So it's not even technically properly set up. Maybe we'll break 60. There we go, 60. I think that's like the highest we've gotten. That's 23 fucking degrees Celsius difference. That is not right. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit in difference. I mean, we've been running Prime 95 now for 15 minutes. Now we're finally starting to get close to 70. I don't know. Let me look. Test. Let me see here. Let me stop. I'm stopping Prime 95 now. So now it's stopped. All my clocks are going down. Let me do a new test. Gonna run one worker, 4 cores. Use hyper-threading. Let me go into advanced test. Alright, here we go. Gonna start it up again. Four tests, 14 minutes, 0 errors, 0 warnings. 14 minutes, 5 tests. All of them. 5 tests, 14 minutes, 0 errors, 0 warnings. Torture test completed. Alright, here we go. Starting it up again. Did start higher this time, but I mean we've been running, so right now, let's see here. prime 95 window over there. My stupid overlay. There we go. I don't know. I'm happy with the difference. I just can't believe it made that big of a difference. I mean, I'm running the same test as before. I just don't see how that... I didn't have anything else running, just Prime 95. I didn't have TeamViewer. I closed TeamViewer to go into my stream PC. Nothing else is running that wasn't running before. I guess Intel just sucks that bad about putting on thermal material, or the stuff they're using is crap. But these temps are ridiculously good now. Prime 95 here. Drag it on my window so I can see. Edit. I don't know. You tell me. I know it definitely made a difference. But I'm going to start overclocking this thing now. So, thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm done here. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the little demo of how to delid a CPU and apply the liquid metal thermal paste. Thermal material, yeah. Anyway, I'll be streaming some video games later. I know that's your favorite thing to watch, apps Twitch. But, yeah, maybe I'll do a couple more of these kind of tech streams. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. See you later. Bye.